Help support our coverage through Amazon Prime. Get free music with Prime Music, TV, movies, and documentaries with Prime Video, and free games with Prime Gaming. For this and a whole lot more, go to PLUGHITZLive.com/prime.
Hello, Tony. How are you today? Tell us a little bit about Future Seating.
Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Tony Maslish. I am the CEO of Future Seating, parent company to X-Chair, it's a chair I'm sitting in, and Mavix Gaming. And we are thrilled to be at CES and happy to be on your show.
Well, fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the X-Chair office chair and the other things that y'all do over there at Future Seating and Mavix Gaming.
So our, as the name signifies, we are really all about not just where seating is today, but where it's headed. So both X-Chair and Mavix share a technology called dynamic variable lumbar, which is actually, it's this, I don't know if you can see it, but it's this piece that moves with you as you move. So it adjusts to the body. And then we also, with X-Chair, we were introducing at CES a product we introduced about 60 days ago called X-HMT, stands for heat and massage technology. And so we've introduced heat and massage into that dynamic variable lumbar area. And then with Mavix Gaming, again, actually a brand new company just about 90 days ago, trying to take the traditional gaming chair and kind of turn it on its head. So yeah, we have these products that we are doing currently, and we're constantly thinking about where seating is headed, how it's going to change with some of the changes that have occurred as a result of the pandemic and people working from home, and also changes that are occurring as gaming is becoming more of a sort of core piece of what people do day in and day out.
Sure. Well, and not only that, but I think just as people and industries start to turn more toward the digital age and start to turn more toward home operation, that kind of stuff, even myself, most of what I would be doing walking around a convention center is now done sitting in a chair and navigating people in the digital world,
Well, and that's a great example. If you think about just in terms of your health over the course of a year, right? If you're used to being on your feet, walking around, and that's tiring walking around a trade show, but it's good for you because you're moving and you're working your muscles and you're working your lungs. And one of the, I don't know if danger is the right word, but as a result of people when they work from home tend not to get out of the chair as much. A lot of people say, hey, I work more hours, I'm more productive, but you're stationary and you can do everything from a stationary spot. So one thing we try to incorporate into all of our seating is motion. We have a little acronym called SLAM, which stands for seat depth, lumbar, angles, and motion. And you really want all four of those things to be working favorably for you. Okay. But the greatest of those is motion. And so you want to be in a chair that requires no effort to recline or come up. And our chairs are able to be fine-tuned to do that for you, so that using your example, if you can't walk around, at least you can be in motion where you're sitting, so that you keep your blood flowing.
Yeah, precisely. Because I mean, even like I do a lot of editing, things like that, as you can tell.
Looks like a great
That's
setup.
basically what I do is I sit and I edit and I edit and I edit, whether it's websites or code for people or video or audio. So I am sedentary. If I am not like over the last year, of course, since COVID's happened, my watch screams at me whenever I wear it. Because it's like, hey, pick it up, guy. Sorry, I'm not getting 15,000 steps before lunch. I used to walk 10, 15 miles a day across convention centers, so and push things and pull things and load trucks. So Yeah, I got plenty of exercise, and now I notice a few things in my lower back that I wasn't noticing that used to be there that were gone because of regular exercise, because of regular getting up and moving around. So to know that there are chair solutions out there for people like me, people who sit and work, program, who live your life sitting down at work is fantastic. Tell us a little bit about what inspired this creation to begin with and what sent you down the journey of making this chair.
So, so I've been in the I started off actually in the back store business about 25 years ago, and as part of that business, we've been selling office chairs for 25 years, and have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, really seen everything since the beginning. What we noticed early on is that most manufacturers of seating traditionally were focused on companies selling to HR managers, selling to facility managers. They really weren't focused on the consumer. So um, we had a ton of experience built up actually interacting with consumers and finding out what they liked and what they didn't like, and discovered that this combination of really active lumbar support as well as being in motion were kind of the two key things that people needed in order to feel comfortable in a chair for a long period of time. So we started manufacturing about almost 6 years ago now, and really tried to design a product that, and the DVL is really the core of it, although we have all kinds of ergonomic adjustments on the chair, including adjustable headrest and adjustable back height and things. But try to design a chair that would do what you're describing, give people that support, and then also do it in a way that was easy. So the thing about the DVL is that it adjusts to the user as opposed to the user having to adjust it. So if you hop up and someone else sits in the chair, it's still comfortable for them. And then fast forward 5 years, the heat and massage, it really kind of grew organically. We had actually a vendor at CES who was pitching heat and massage, not connected with a chair, and that kind of sparked the idea. And so we started development about 2 years ago, and really zeroed in on how could we make this a core component of the chair, and discovered no one's done it.
Yeah.
And then tried to figure out, okay, how do we make it so that it's battery operated and you can move your chair around because you don't want to be stuck to the wall, but also then gave you the ability to charge it either using your computer or using the wall. And it's been, I'm using it right now. Like I almost can't sit in a chair without it now, because if you use it together, part of the key is heat's great on its own, and the massage, we don't have rollers like one of those big massage chairs, because the chair is a pretty sleek piece of equipment, but it's a vibration massage which stimulates you and gets your blood flowing while the heat also relaxes your muscles. So the combination just feels awesome.
And just out of curiosity, is it on right now?
Yeah. So here, I'll show you.
Wow. I'm just curious because well, yep,
so
it's on.
The red light's the heat, and the blue is the
that's
massage.
incredible. That is incredibly quiet. That is that's pretty fantastic, because I mean, as an audio freak, that's one of the things that drives me nuts, is hearing something like that while I'm trying to edit all day. So the fact that it's, I'm sure, pretty silent. You're on a like laptop microphone. If it was going on, you'd pretty much be able to hear it, just like a fan in the background. So
yeah, it's funny.
That's some pretty incredible technology.
It's funny you say that, because we had our first prototypes were too loud, and we took them to a few dealers, and they said no one's going to buy this because it's too loud, and so we had to work really carefully on dampening the sound. So.
Especially when you're talking about programmers, gamers, things like that, we're persnickety about such things. We if it doesn't, like, and that's the funny thing, is that most office chairs are just made with more padding to be more comfortable, or more padding to pad your lumbar. And I'm a pretty tall guy. I don't fit in most chairs. I mean, even the chair I'm in right now, I bought a longer extension rod
A cylinder.
so that
Yeah, a
so that
tall
it could
cylinder.
be higher up for me, because otherwise I'm sitting with my knees at my hip height, and trying to get up from that after programming for 3 hours is just horrifying.
How how tall are you?
I'm about 6'3", 6'3.5". So yeah, it's pretty hard for me to find a chair that fits me properly. And yeah, it looks as though your chair would be right up along those lines. Where can people go to find out more about this? Is this obviously a chair that is on the market right now that people can buy at big box stores or
So,
online?
so not big box stores, but
Okay.
so two different companies, X-Chair and Mavix. X-Chair you can find at a lot of specialty retail stores. One chain is called Relax the Back, and then at some design stores and other kinds of retailers, furniture retailers, and then also at typical office furniture dealers or office supply dealers. But primarily,
Okay.
you can buy it directly at xshare.com. So we have the full selection. We make it very easy. It's in stock and ships the next day.
Oh wow,
Um,
fantastic.
and then Mavix is only sold through Mavix.com today. We are looking at various gaming retailers that we will probably begin to sell through sometime in 2021. We actually have our first test retailer in Houston, but for now it's available at Mavix.com. Similarly, in stock. Like our whole concept as a company is we want to meet the consumer where they want to be met. And so whether that's through a dealer or through buying online, whatever's easiest for them, they want to get it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The reason people buy from Amazon Prime, they want to know it's coming right away. So everything is in stock and ships right out.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Tony, for taking the time. I will definitely be in touch to find out where I can get my own chair. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have a great rest of Digital CES 2021.
You as well, and we'll figure out how to hook you up. Thanks.
All right. Fantastic.
I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.